All right, here we are at the Socceroos open training, a few days away from them taking on Japan in their qualifying campaign for the World Cup next year. Welcome to a little special episode of BackChat, a little bonus. We just love doing content live from open training. The boys are behind me, signing autographs at the moment, and you're here, Will.
Did you bring something to sign?
I didn't. Actually, maybe I could wear this and they could sign it.
Yes, correct.
I was wearing this without a hoodie before and you were giving me flack.
Yes.
Got it over the hoodie now. Are you happy with that?
We don't even have microphones. How are we getting this done?
Mate, we're just
we're
doing things on the road here. It's actually pretty awesome watching the Australian team get ready to take on Japan.
So you might be listening or watching to this and thinking, what are the boys doing? Why are we interested? Well, I'll tell you a couple of things. This will be the biggest game in the Socceroos history in Perth. If we win against Japan, we will be into the World Cup. Thanks.
So good.
Right, so think about Uruguay, think about...
Alois. Shirt off.
It's not exactly that, but if we win this game against Japan, who are very, very good...
Top of the table.
We're second, though.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here. We're watching them train here in Perth. We're getting to know a few of the guys in town. Had a couple of good conversations off camera with a couple of high-ups down.
High-ups, yeah.
High-ups.
It's nice, shaking hands.
The rest of the media, you might be able to hear the rest of the media. They're in another box.
Yeah.
They didn't get the entourage. Right? The lads did. I've got some interesting points that I've got from training, as well as what they're going to go through and been through in camp that I wouldn't mind having a little bit of chat about, because I think there's a lot of similarities between soccer, football, and AFL.
Yep.
So yeah.
And we are potentially, or fingers crossed, we are going to speak to a player very shortly. Hoping that they'll bring them up to us, have a chat, and see how they're going ahead of the game. They have been in Abu Dhabi for training camp. So they've flown from Abu Dhabi to Perth.
Yep.
Got a game in a couple of days, and then they're going to fly back out once they take on Japan.
So we spoke to team manager Joel Freem, and we also spoke to the GM and men's national teams, David Mason, up here in our nice little corporate box. The lads have sorted us out. Yep. Both very interesting chats. Speaking of both around the camp they've just come off. So basically in a World Cup campaign, it's like World Cup campaign or otherwise, do you know what I mean? Like not even a World Cup, they don't get that time they just had in Abu Dhabi. It's a bit of a quirk in the fixture. So to have a team like this together that's not before a World Cup, sort of in the months leading up to, is very rare. And so they've been really happy with actually getting them in a room. I've seen a lot of being nice to Bond off field. Tony Popovich mentioned it. I saw both the players mention it.
Yep.
Mate, all these guys can play football, right? They can play soccer. They know how to do that.
Yep.
So they've spent their time in Abu Dhabi. They've sort of had their camp there.
Yep.
They've now come into Perth. Some of the interesting stuff around travel, like I find, I just don't know how they do it. Complain about East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah. Vic bias.
Collingwood.
Yeah.
What about flying from, i.e. some of the lads in the American leagues are getting here tomorrow, playing Thursday.
That's crazy.
Right, so just a quick 20-hour trip.
I reckon when I get home from a Melbourne trip, I've got about 4 days of jet lag. And I can't sleep, I can't function properly, eat at the right times. These guys are coming off 12-hour time differences.
So they fly more business, of course, but basically this is just part and parcel. Like there's no one even batting an eyelid. They come in, they fly in, they might get here a day before, sometimes two if they're lucky, and they play. Some of them will be running 15 Ks, exactly like AFL, they'll be doing that. So, the differences in travel significant, but like they've got to be able to get up and play. So they've got them at the Ritz, just here in Perth, right?
Carlton.
I'll tell you where the Melbourne teams aren't staying, the Ritz.
No.
They're you know where they stay, the AFL boys?
No.
They put them on Murray Street opposite, like Tiger Wheels. Like, Tiger Wheels silly. They put them in there.
That's pretty grim.
Yeah. So like pumping nightclubs, can't hear that at the Ritz, right? Up at the 50th floor, the boys are sorted out.
That's sweet.
So I found that interesting talking to the guys, how they actually get themselves up for it. We see some of the boys signing, doing their thing over there. So the travel's going to be significant. They then travel to Saudi Arabia to play Saudi Arabia in about 4 days. I think they play Tuesday.
Yep.
So the game against Japan's Thursday. They play Tuesday, which only really matters if we don't win against Japan. If we win against Japan in the World Cup, right? If we draw or we lose to Japan, both possibilities, not probabilities.
Yes.
We will have to play Saudi, who are only having to travel an hour. So Saudi trip's about 19 hours. So there's a fair bit of travel in the lads.
You got to stop off.
Yeah, correct.
Off. Yeah, brutal. And so not only the time difference thing, is also the I found interesting is the temperatures. So some of these guys are coming from Europe, right? -2 degrees. coming over to Perth. Went to Abu Dhabi where it's hot as 40 degrees. Coming over to Perth, we'll put the rain on for them.
Pissing now.
So it's 12, 15 degrees. Then they're going to go back to Abu Dhabi and it's going to be another 40. Like, your body would just be a wreck.
So speaking of Dave, who's the GM of men's football here at Soccer Australia, he gave me some great insight about booking hotels and booking the trips for the World Cup.
Yes.
So basically, what I said, what happens with where you stay? They all have a base camp. So it's over in America, North America, Mexico, all up and down the coast there next year. And basically, each team gets a base camp. Right? There's 48 teams in the World Cup this year. So they need 48 base camps. Each base camp has a soccer oval either on it, with it, within walking distance of it.
For practice.
You're correct.
Yep.
I said, how does it get attributed? Like, is it a ballot? Are we talking NBA draft lottery? Are we like, what's happening? No, basically, you put your first 5 preferences down and then it's just a battle of the countries. If 17 countries go, I want to stay at the Ritz in Perth, well, it's. I said, well, what happens if it's like Brazil, Germany, France, and Australia? He's like, I think maybe the bigger sides get the nod. But interestingly, Dave said previously, this is the first year they've done that system. Previously, it was first in, best dress.
Yeah, right.
So he said Socceroos always got the best facilities because Socceroos would actually get off their ass and go and have a look. And they'd go scouting. So I said, I don't know if Dave's been doing the job for long. I'm like, sounds like a pretty good job there, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just got to go over to France and have a look at the 17 base camps for the next 3 months.
I might through Germany as well and just sort of see how that works. And I reckon for America, I want, like, give me East Coast, Miami, you know?
No. Give me West Coast, mate. You want East Coast, like Florida.
Yeah.
What you want? The sweaty gators, beaches. What else? Cocktails.
Yeah, that's
Miami Vice. What other? Tell me some other good things about Miami.
Beaches.
Beaches.
Oh no, I've never been to Miami. I just heard it's very expensive. But
So why do you want to be in Miami? I want
a cool place.
I want Hollywood, LA, Disneyland, Anaheim version.
LA's trash. I've been to LA.
You could have said that's not trash.
It's trash.
It's pretty trash. No, we love LA.
Yeah, of course.
We love it.
New York.
I'm going West Coast for me.
Okay.
You want East Coast?
Give me East Coast.
What about Mexico? Cancun?
I've never been. Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been to Cancun. We almost lost Tom Swift there. Almost lost
He
him.
might still be there.
Mate, we had. I know this is a bit of a football sort of presentation, but Swifty, we arranged to meet in the hotel reception at midnight, and bit of a Lord of the Rings operation, Jurassic Park operation. Sorry, had a lot of floristry and ferns and stuff. It's one of those the foliage. Yeah. So this big pyramid hotel, and we all made a pact on our field trip in Cancun, which you can only assume that's what the World Cup's going to be like. Midnight on last night, we're meeting there. Everyone get together. We're going to sing the song. Right? It was like the way to end the trip.
So cringe.
Right? No, it was a way to get everyone home.
Okay.
Like on the last night, so you're not staying out too late. We got to get home.
Yep.
Anyway, Swifty got excited.
Okay.
I won't give too many other details away, but he just went early. He went early, and he ruined it for everyone. Instead of everyone being down there at 12, it was Swifty v about 17 security guards in the jungles of the hotel in Cancun. We almost lost him to Cancun.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, that won't be happening on the Socceroos in the World Cup. So I found that interesting, the travel component and the hotel component as well.
Brutal. I saw Geelong flying the red eye from West Coast last night.
Well, we know the airport.
No, I just saw on Instagram they're flying, so they're going to do that, and that's nothing compared to what these guys are going through.
Yes.
Just having a look around here, Socceroos signing autographs to the open training.
This, of course, is the home of the Western Bears in a couple of years. Currently home of the Western Force.
Yep.
Currently home of Perth Glory.
Is it Perth Glory as well?
I'm pretty sure. It used to be.
Yeah.
Definitely is. Good facilities.
Perfect.
But the Socceroos have just gone to town on the turf. Talking about turf, Optus Stadium.
Yes.
Thursday.
Yep.
Socceroos.
Weather? Is that what you're looking at?
No, I'm not looking at the weather. I don't care about the weather. Thursday, Socceroos.
No, it's a bye because West Coast are playing in Bunbury. Hands Oval. And so they'll have a bye.
They'll be okay then.
They'll be fine. Yep. So they'll have to get the greenskeepers out. So we had the different groups all practicing in their sort of little sections, ripping up the grass. And then you just had the goalies one-on-one with one other guy just belting balls at them.
Matty Ryan was one of them.
That was basically, I mean, they were doing other stuff that you're probably more detailed to what I knew of. But it just looked like for about a period of 25, 30 minutes, they were taking turns doing push-ups and then just getting balls belted at them.
I think goalkeepers are like ruckman.
Yeah.
I think they're just like ruckman. They're special individuals, and you need them to win. Without them, cannot win.
Yep.
But they're a little bit just sort of left or right of centre. Like they're just a little bit, they just do probably like go to the beat of their own drum.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone else is singing the same
Angry
song,
people.
and the goalkeepers are kind of whistling another tune going, they're not angry, no, not angry. They got a bit of fever in them, they got a bit of white line fever. They're not angry.
Not angry backwards.
No, but like Matty Ryan strikes me as a bloke, normal bloke, have a beer, knock around guy.
Yep.
Just get him in front of the goals, and he just sort of starts just acting a bit differently.
Grits the teeth.
So that's the ruckman, and it sounds like forwards, mids, and defenders. It sounds like it's the same operation. Forwards sell memberships.
Yep.
Mids sign sponsorships. Backs win premierships.
Yep.
Right. So you only go with what we can see, and the back line, including Cam Burgess, Perth local.
Yep.
Right. Doesn't play here anymore. But you can only go with the fact that he's going to win the World Cup for us.
Absolutely.
Right? Talking about coming back from injury,
Yes.
our man Alessandro Ciccati,
Yes.
right? He has come back off an ACL,
Yep.
7-month recovery, traditional ACL.
12 months, right?
Usually? Again, I don't know if we can say this sort of stuff. I think he's playing against Japan. He's played two games. He's played 2 games for his club.
Yep.
And I think he's playing. They've been very impressed with him in camp.
Yep.
They didn't think they were going to get him until September at earliest. What are we? Just June?
Yeah, right. They were thinking ahead for next year, maybe a couple of friendlies ahead of the World Cup. Nah, he's in the qualifier.
ACL recovery. So, yeah. Hey, look, do I know every player that's playing for the Socceroos on Thursday night? Do I know every single player? No, I don't. Yep. Done there?
I'm just adjusting the mic a bit.
Yeah, I sort of saw that it's sort of covered up underneath everything. It's been like that the entire time.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I was asking at the very top whether you could hear it or not.
No, that's right.
Oh, great.
We'll be fine. Should we wrap up now?
We're going to wrap up. And you know what? Maybe we're about to throw to a player.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not.
If not, see you at the game, Thursday night, Optus Stadium.
Tickets still available.
There wouldn't be many.
No.
There would not be many at all.
Nah. Get onto the Socceroos website. You can buy them directly through there.
Yep.
It's going to be action-packed. It's going to be, like, I'm talking, if we win in the World Cup, I feel like it's storm the crowd. I storm the stadium. I'm talking Buddy 1000th.
Really?
Well,
we have to all do it, otherwise we get banned.
Why wouldn't we be allowed to storm the park? I mean, this is effectively a Socceroos.
Live in a nanny state, mate.
I don't know if many of the boys are going to be happy with me saying this, but I think it'd be good. Do you not think it'd be good?
I think it would be good, but I don't know if we should condone it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
so
if it was to happen,
don't.
If it was to happen, it'd be great.
Don't
Just
do it. We're hoping for the win there. I want the boys sizzling, firing.
We'll know for sure. So if Australia beats Japan,
look. If Saudi go and beat someone by 17 goals and then beat us by 10 goals, Saudi can beat. If we beat Japan, I'll tell you what we're doing. We've got our entire team planked up on top of each other in front of the nets. It's like, good luck scoring. Can't score. Can't score. The boys are here. Sorry. Can't score. The bus will be parked right in front of the goals and we won't be moving if we win. There's a small possibility. But goal difference, they're down by about 12 at this stage. Yeah, the lads.
Here we go.
Shot.
Walking off.
Oh, look at the boys out there getting signatures. That's nice, isn't it?
A couple of personalities rolling around as well. Nice to see you.
Who?
Rita Saffioti.
I mean, she's a politician.
She's a politician. Yeah, but people.
Perks of, eh?
Perks of being a politician.
That's her.
Bringing his kids, and bring the kids
That's
out.
Rita. That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart operator, Rita. She's been at Socceroos, UFC. She's a sports fan. Rita's a gun.
She loves it.
That is us done. If we're throwing to a player, enjoy the player. If not, we'll see you at Optus Stadium Thursday night. Big game. Japan, Socceroos. See you there.